Hi guys, I'm Kirby. Being decisive is a personal leadership skill that I would like to improve upon. I have a hard time making decisions in just about everything, um, even as far as what I'm going to eat that day or what I'm going to put on or what homework assignment I'm going to start first. So that is something that I know that I definitely have to improve upon. I feel like being decisive is an important leadership skill because as a person in a leadership role, the responsibility of making decisions rests on your shoulders. There's people who follow or look up to you or look up to the leader and depend on you to make the right decisions because they affect everybody. So if a leader is indecisive, they may run the risk of losing the confidence of the subordinates in his or her ability to lead. Then you run the risk of them making their own decision because you've taken too long or you're going to go back and forth and you change your mind. So as I improve my own mastery of being more decisive, it will help also to instill the confidence in my adequacy as a leader to those who follow me. In my position as COO and the president of the women's divisions of Activate Sports, I'm faced with making decisions that will affect the company's operations every day. One opportunity that I can think of coming up to actually practice to improve my decisiveness is in our profit and loss meeting. Our profits could increase even more if we decide to change the way we handle the customs charges with our international customers. I could change our carrier in FedEx, DHL. So just making that decision will help to even increase our profit margin. Another decision coming up would be in choosing the colorways for that's going to be released for the women's line this summer. There's so many different colors to choose from. There's so many pretty colors to choose from. But once I've researched the market, researched the trends, and evaluated all of that, I need to, as we say in sports, trust your training. So trust the research that I've done, make that decision, and stick with it, roll with it. I can't continue to go back and forth and wondering, which one do I want to start with? Which colors do I want to use? Did I make this the right decision? Do I really like this one? No, I need to make the decision. Just stick with it, make the decision. I can record my progress and being decisive in both of these areas by giving myself a short deadline and being sure that I've made that decision by the deadline. Hold myself accountable to the deadline that I've set and make sure I've done that by the deadline that I've given myself. Also, I need to cut back on the amount of people that I'm asking when I'm faced with making a decision. Not saying that I can't ask other people's opinion, but with me already being indecisive, having too many opinions to bounce off of and go with can make it even more difficult to making a decision. So I need to cut back on the amount of people also that I'm asking before finally making a decision. And I can check to make sure that I'm improving upon my goal by actually checking the calendar that I've given myself to make a decision by, making sure that I've made the decision by the date that I've allotted myself or the time that I've given myself to actually make that decision. And then also counting the number of people that I've asked before I make a decision and comparing that to the time before. So checking the calendar, making sure I've made decisions by that time, and counting the number of people also that I've asked before making the decision to make sure that I have reduced those numbers and make sure I've made my goal. So wish me luck because being decisive is something that I really need to improve upon. Thanks.